we're now live on YouTube. Yeah, we're now live. I'm so excited. We're just gonna jump on everything else to get some people.
Is the lighting okay?
Yeah, it's a little dark, but that's okay. We don't have any viewers yet, but that's okay.
You good? Here, I'll turn lights on over here. I don't know if that helped at all.
It did a little bit, yeah. Oh, we have one viewer, yay! So I don't know how to see comments. I hope people are. Let's see if I do this. There we go. Maybe, hopefully this will show me comments. What's up, guys? I am so excited. This is the first time we're doing live chats with Nicole. So welcome to Divine Beauty Channel. I'm Nicole. I have Rebecca with me today.
Hi.
So we're going to do this fun live stream together for the first time. So maybe we'll just take a couple seconds. I'm going to try to figure out how to see your comments because I want to see them. Let's see.
Well, it says it's live chat, but.
Okay. So we'll open this up, and this should show me the chat room. Hi! Let's see how delayed this is. Hi, Mary Ann. Welcome.
Hi, Mary
I can
Ann.
see your chat now. See how delayed it is?
Yeah.
So it's weird because my thing is on. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please say yes. But I have to like look at YouTube, but my live stream is on Google, so I have to flip back and forth. So it's exciting. So today we're going to talk about, since it's it's the end of August. Well, it's September.
Well, it's
Holy
September.
cow! It's September.
Oh, I can't believe it.
So, but most people just started back to school, definitely because of the eclipse pushed everything back.
Well, you know, celestial event, priorities in life.
It was amazing. We were in the line of totality here in South Carolina, so that was amazing.
I was able to see it too, luckily.
It was like the coolest thing. I thought it was so much cooler than I thought it was going to be. Like, it was really awesome.
You know, I thought the same thing. They created all this hype about it, and they're like, oh my gosh, millions of people are coming to Greenville and Columbia, and like, it's just an eclipse. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
And then I saw it, and it was the most beautiful thing, natural event I've ever seen in my life. So what a treat to be able to be in the path of totality and see it.
Amazing. And if like, I know there's another one in like 7 years, I think they said 2024.
Yeah, it's not too far
but
away.
But it's going to go like the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you can travel or if you're in that line of totality, like, make it a priority. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. Oh, we have 3 viewers. What's up, everyone? So
Hi.
We wanted to talk about back to school confidence because a lot of you have gone back to school. Let me see who's back in school. I'm a senior in college, so I just started my last year of college, and I'm really excited. Well, last of undergrad. I'll do my graduate studies too, but it's still a really exciting thing. So, but I found myself like looking, like going on campus, and then my self-esteem just like plummeting. And I was like, no, what is happening? Like, has that happened for you when you were in college? Like, you get on campus, and it's just like, poof,
yes,
your self-esteem plummets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, especially because when the first day of school, you have 2 different kinds of girls. Mm-hmm. You have the freshmen who come and they feel like they have to dress like it is like kindergarten and first grade all over again. You have to dress to the nines. You're dressed like the best you absolutely can look.
Yeah.
And then all the upperclassmen are like t-shirt and jeans.
T-shirt and jeans, right?
And so you see the girls that are really going all out in their appearance and their fashion sense, and then you have the girls that dress like it's a normal school day.
Yeah,
and
right.
You know, it's just kind of a little not intimidating, because I don't get intimidated by those people, but it's more, you become self-conscious and you're more concerned about your appearance. It's like, wait, well, everyone is like all dressed up, and you see all the new faces, and then it's coming from summer, so you see how ghostly pale I am. I mean, this is actually, you know, all things considering, this is actually pretty good lighting. I'm looking at the feedback on the camera, like, oh, I don't look so pale right now. But for me, it was always, you know, these tan goddesses.
Because they're coming from off the sun.
Yeah, it's like these tan beach goddesses are going to school with me, and I'm just sitting here looking like a vampire because I didn't go out all summer. And the one time I did go out, I got burnt and red like a lobster.
And then you just go right back to white.
Yeah.
There's no in
so
between.
that's just my skin. I don't tan. So
I found myself like, definitely on the first day of school, I was like, I actually wore this shirt because I really like this shirt.
That shirt's really cool.
I love this shirt. And I look cute and things. And then I got to campus and I was like, I don't feel good about myself. And then I was like, wait, no, that's dumb.
So were you comparing yourself to the way that everyone else was looking?
I was. It was weird. It was more of a way in like, well, dang, like I don't have, it was almost materialistic, which is really weird. Like I don't have.
What, like the brand thing? Or?
Yeah, so I didn't have a certain clothes or certain backpacks or Apple Watches, whereas, you know, I was like, dang it, like I just don't fit in. And
yeah, but you're a senior in college.
Exactly.
That should be the last thing you think about.
That's the first thing that came to my head, and then I caught myself and I was like, why am I thinking about this? This is, well, we shouldn't be thinking about this. So I want to hear from you guys. Like, when you go to school sometimes, does your confidence plummet? Because if it does, we're going to give you some tips on how to rock back to school and how to be confident in yourself at school. Sometimes it's hard if you're high schoolers or if you're even in college. Like for us, it was hard. Some days I go to school looking like a hot mess because I have an 8:30 class.
I tell you what, when I was in art school, I mean, there were days I would be in the art studio all day, and the last thing I wanted to do was straight iron my hair or hot curl it. I mean, I would put makeup on, but I would be up to my elbows in clay throwing pottery, or, you know, painting or get stuff on my pants. And so I would just scrunch my hair, put a little bit of makeup on, and go to school. So, because I had early morning, I had 6 o'clock and 6:30 classes. So, I mean, sometimes like, I don't want to put that much effort in. Yeah, no, that's a lot of effort. So what were ways that you helped your self-esteem stay up when on days that maybe like you just didn't feel good about yourself? What is something maybe that you did that helped that? Did you do anything? Well, let me think. I've been out of college for a while. Yeah. Let me think about it. So I would say I love to sing. I'm not a very good singer, but and don't laugh at me. I would get like a Disney song or a musical song or something or just a 90s song or one of those just classic anthems that you can just belt out and feel silly and it just makes you really happy. Yeah. I would sit there, you know, if I needed to have a cry, I'd have a good 5-minute cry and get the pity party over with and then just sing. And my campus was like 45 minutes away from me. And so I had a 45-minute concert in my car. I hit every note. And by the end of it, I was like, yeah, I feel a lot better. So it wasn't really so much that I was coaching myself into thinking a different way. Yeah. But it was more, okay, let the emotions go through because it's never wrong to feel a certain way. It's just you don't want to dwell in that negative frame of mind. Yeah, no. And so I would do something to get my mind off the negative thoughts, do something completely unrelated and just be silly and have a fun moment. And then that after I lifted my mood up, then it was going back to, no, look at how talented I am. Yeah. You know, look at what I created. Or even when I changed majors and went into education, it's like, look at my students. Look what I'm doing for them. Look at their success. And so it started to be more of, it's not just how I look. Look at all the talents I have. Look at how smart I am. Look at what I'm contributing to the community. Look at everything I'm accomplishing. So yeah, I mean, in terms of immediacy, I would do something to get my mind off the negative thoughts, and then that would bring me to a point where I could coach myself on, you know, hey, there's more to being an amazing and beautiful person than just how you look or how you dress.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So, because honestly, you could be the most beautiful person ever, but if you don't have that beauty on the inside, and if you're not working to develop yourself and become the best version of yourself internally that you can be, then that outside beauty starts to dim pretty fast.
Yeah. And like Marianne says that music anthem works for her too, and it totally works for me Marianne. As well. Like that's what I do when I don't feel confident about myself. Definitely, like when you're on a big campus, like I go to the University of South Carolina. This is a massive campus. I have a lot of walking to do. So sometimes when I feel that negativity coming on, and I'm like, man, like I look like crap today, or I don't feel good, or I just don't love myself today, I throw in my headphones and put on my favorite, most likely a Missy Elliott song, and I just like dance my way to class.
Recently.
See, Meghan Trainor,
because I mean, I love me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love me, song. And so
it just makes you feel good about yourself.
And so you have that music anthem, and you let it out, and you feel like girl power.
Yeah,
I'm awesome. I'm amazing. It. And then you move on with your life.
Yeah.
And you get over it, and then you can take time to come back and evaluate how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way.
Yeah.
And try to, do some coaching and help yourself move forward from that.
So when I realized when I was on campus, my first day of class, and I was like, I felt great. I was like, this is my senior year. I'm going to do it. This is going to be awesome. And then I got to campus. I was like, oh, man, I'm not as cool as all these people. And then it was more like, I don't have the cool things. I don't have the cool things that they have. And I was like, why am I caring about materialistic things like that? This shouldn't be a thing for me. So I really had, like you were just saying, like you have to go back and reflect. And I was like, man, I need to work on that. I shouldn't allow that to, because I don't have certain materialistic things, it shouldn't define my confidence in myself. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird. Maybe I'm the only one that goes through this, but.
No, and Marianne has a question.
Yeah, let's see. How can you be more confident even when you have been having a tough time? Oh, that's a really good question. So I think it's just going back to what we kind of talked about. It's like doing something you love and pulling into that. Well, I kind of talked about this in when I spoke at CVX, and it's just like having to, but you kind of have to coach yourself in a way. So like when you're having a tough time loving yourself or just having a rough day in general, like a lot of times I had to be like, okay, Nicole, 3 things. You are very smart, and you are going to have an amazing day, and your talents are going to succeed, and you're going to do great things today. So like that's the way I had to like build myself and my confidence. I had to coach myself. And then as soon as those negative things start coming in, I had to stop them, and I had to say, nope, wait, this isn't true. This isn't these aren't true things about myself, and I'm not going to allow them in my brain. So that's why I think like and that's how you gain confidence, I think, is like coaching yourself a little bit more, and then eventually the coaching subsides, and then it just becomes a natural thing. You're like, I have good talents. I'm really, a good person, and I can do great things. And that's where the confidence comes from. Hi, Catherine! So, Marianne, I hope that answered your question a little bit. Do you have anything to add on that?
Yes, I do have something to add. So Marianne mentioned that she feels more self-conscious around guys. So Marianne, I know exactly how you feel. I've gone through that recently. Hey, Catherine.
We all have gone through that.
But I've been going through that recently, and I had a moment this week of realization that, you know what, we put these guys on pedestals, especially ones that we really like and have a connection with, or we think we have a connection with, and we put them up on such a high pedestal that we forget they're human beings, they have mistakes, and they're not perfect either.
No.
And so what we start doing is we compare ourselves and think less of ourselves because we've put them up on such a high pedestal. And it's like, honey, take that man off that pedestal.
Yeah.
He is not better than you. He is not hotter than you. And you are just as beautiful and talented if not more so than he is, and he would be lucky to be with you.
Yes, absolutely.
And
so coach yourself.
You have to coach yourself on that one
all the time.
Remind yourself, because if you don't remind yourself, those negative thoughts will slip in so fast.
Oh my goodness gracious.
They're toxic.
They're very toxic.
It can cause, you know, just a negative spiral.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like I hit that when I was off on my trip. I just spent 3 weeks in Utah, which you know because you watch my videos. But and I noticed that like when there was a guy that I liked, I would start like picking myself apart. I was like, oh, I'm too fat. Oh, this dress doesn't look cute on me. Oh, he's not gonna like me because of X, Y, and Z. And yeah, then I stopped myself and I said, these things are not true, Nicole. Stop it. And then I coach myself right back up. I'm like, you are awesome.
Oh my goodness. I've been stuck in a 6-month spiral over this.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute I feel, you know, no, I'm the bomb.com. I have it going on. Look at how much I've accomplished. Look at how much I've been doing with my life. And I'll have these moments of confidence. And then one negative thought will come in and just completely derail. And I'll spend a whole week just moping and being pitiful, and it takes the music anthem or it takes a friend going off with some friends to get that positivity back. And that's another thing I'll say. When you start to go into those negative thoughts about yourself, I think one of the fastest ways I have found to get out of that is to go hang out with friends. Go be around people who love you and find you beautiful for you, and confide in them. Just say, hey, I'm going through a really negative period in my life and I'm not feeling too confident. Like, I just need a girls' night. I just need to go out and be with some friends. Yeah. And I think you'll find how the support of people you love helps you get out of that negative state of mind so much faster than trying to do it by yourself. I mean, positive coaching from yourself is good. I mean, you do need to have self-motivation. But when it gets hard and you're just in a state of, you know, I'm by myself, feelings of loneliness, of I'm not good enough, not pretty enough. And this is, you know, not just normal life, but also in school, and you know, the same things can happen. It you know, just go be with people that love you. Go and that lift you up. Whether that's family or friends, just go be with people who love you, because they're gonna lift you up.
Yeah,
and they're
absolutely.
Gonna help you out of that.
I think I tweeted something like that because I was having a rough day the other day, and it was just like this long day, and I got to campus a little bit early, and I parked my car, and 3 of my friends were in the parking lot, and I was like, oh my gosh! And so I tweeted out, I was like, keep your, you know, always rely on your friends, because one day they're going to have to lift you up, and you will be very grateful for that. And so absolutely surround yourself with good people that make you laugh and love and just feel really good inside, because it, like Rebecca, because it really is going to make a difference, because, you know, sometimes things are hard, and sometimes, like you just said, like positive coaching to yourself is absolutely necessary, but also positive coaching from friends is also absolutely necessary. So yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Great. So I don't know. Let's see more questions. We would love some more questions. Anything? I was trying to think of back to school. I also really find it fun to just find really cute outfits. And I know that's more of like an outward thing, but I really honestly believe when you have clothes that you feel good in, your confidence is going to rise tremendously, because once you're like, I look good in this shirt, and then you can be, it's going to outwardly put out that you love yourself and have confidence in yourself.
And it doesn't have to be super expensive.
No.
I mean, no joke. This summer, it has been a V-neck t-shirt.
Yeah, but that's all it is.
In 4 different colors.
It's just simply clothes that make you feel good. And I think that's important. And I know some people are like, well, materialistic things shouldn't matter. No, they don't matter. But when it makes you feel good, it makes your confidence rise. I think it's great. So
I agree.
Find a cute outfit that you love, and put in your favorite song either in your car or in your headphones when you walk to class, and just rock it. and have great confidence. And, you know, if there's maybe your crushes in your class, just be like, you know what? I am fly today because I'm wearing my favorite shirt and I just listened to Meghan Trainor's Love Me.
Yes.
So he's going to think I'm awesome.
And see, and that attitude radiates light.
It does.
Out of your countenance.
People notice it.
And, you know, you just light up. And so people want to be a part of that. People are attracted to that level of positivity and brightness. So
yeah,
give yourself a little bit of a pep talk, some motivation before you go to school. And I think that's good, not just for self-confidence in your appearance with beauty, but also with your talents too.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So, and you know, because I think a lot of people do struggle with confidence going back to school with their appearance, but I think a lot of people also struggle with confidence in their abilities.
Yeah.
And maybe they're taking a class that they know or they think is going to be really difficult. And so I think it also comes in that, hey, you really need to motivate yourself and say, no, I can do this. A little bit of extra studying, you know, get with a peer group and study with each other. You know, go to Moe's or
just go to Moe's. Always
go to Moe's, get a burrito,
get some cheese dip,
and work together. Create those memories. Create that environment, because that will help you remember the curriculum a lot easier.
Yeah.
And because when you create an experience, you know, that usually solidifies your long-term memory a lot faster. Yeah. Not to get all technical on your beauty channel.
You have an education major, a graduate, and a psychology major, so we're going to get technical.
But no, I mean, it really is true. You create that study experience, and I think that'll help boost your confidence when you go into classroom mode and you're ready to take tests and to do essays and everything. And when you have a support group that's behind you, that's helping you study and helping you move ahead in classes, it makes that work a lot easier.
Yeah, and I love that, like, you are getting into, like, confidence in, like, schoolwork and, like, your education and stuff like that. Because sometimes, like, you know, you can struggle and be like, man, like, this class is really hard. I must not be smart enough for this stuff.
You are smart enough.
You are smart. And
you are smart enough. That's something that I always told my high school kids, because I would have them say, well, I just don't feel smart enough for this class. I'm like, you are more than smart enough.
Yeah. Yep.
You are absolutely smart enough.
Just you
can do anything you want to do.
Absolutely.
And if you're finding a class, or if you're in a major that doesn't work for you, it's not bringing you satisfaction, and it's not getting you where you want to go, then change your major and do something that's going to work for you, that's going to be centered on your talent.
Yeah.
Right, Nicole?
Right. I switched my major 3 times, and I am now a psychology major with a minor in counseling, and I absolutely love it. Like, I was in my all 3, like, this was my first full week of classes. And besides my stat class, all my other classes, I'm like, I love all of this stuff. Like, I'm in development and just things that, like, I love to learn about. And it took me a long time to find that. And it took me, like, yes, I've been in school a little bit longer than most people, but I found my niche and I love it. And my confidence has soared. Like, I think
your confidence has soared
see
a
the
lot.
difference
I've
between
seen it in you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was just, like, stuck in my other majors, and they just weren't. I was still, like, making good grades in them, but they just weren't what I wanted to do, and I wasn't happy. So
yeah. I think the most important thing is believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And believing that you have the ability to succeed. And if you're not succeeding in one area, then stop going down that path that's not leading you to success and try a different one.
Yeah.
And there's no shame in venturing down a different path.
No.
There's no shame in that at all.
Girl, I went down, like, 5 paths.
But I think Marianne
has another question. How do you help friends that are having a hard time with themselves? A lot of my friends tell themselves that they are fat. What can I do? I honestly believe the thing that I think that helped me a lot, because, like, I struggled with a lot with a while back with my body, and I felt fat, or I wasn't skinny enough for certain things. And I think what really helped me was having friends that just always supported me, or always gave me positive feedback. So they're like, you are beautiful, Nicole, or, you know, and sometimes that can get like robotic when someone is like, you're beautiful, don't worry about it. You're beautiful, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of my friends were like, you look amazing in that dress today, or just like simple things like that, where they're like that color on you appreciates your skin tone, whatever. Words are not coming.
Can
right
I
now.
say something?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
My words are not working.
So going off what you're saying, I love that you said that your friends will tell you not just that you're amazing, but they'll pinpoint a specific thing that they like.
Yes.
As a friend, one of my favorite compliments to give is to pinpoint something about my friend that I absolutely love, whether it's their eyes or how they do their makeup or their teeth or their hairstyle or their hair color or their voice or how they always make me smile or always make me laugh. Don't just say, no, you're beautiful. Don't just say that, because it's robotic. It's robotic. It has become a blanket answer that's thrown out when someone is expressing discontent with how they're feeling or something that they don't like about themselves. Don't just throw out a blanket, no, you're beautiful. Pinpoint something about them. Go through the list. And I've had friends do that for me recently too, when I've gone through my spell of being sad. And a friend of mine, when I was back visiting in Greenville, she and I went out to dinner, and she's just like, are you kidding me? You're this, and you're this, and you're this, and you're this, and you're this. And she's like, why on earth would you question that? And, you know, it's one of those things that in the moment you don't want to think it's true because you're in a negative state of mind. But the encouraging words from my friend and seeing how much she cares and loves me, you know, it takes you a step back and makes you think, you know what? I'm surrounded by people who love and care about me, who think I'm beautiful, who think I'm worthwhile. And, you know, you don't have to be a perfect body type like the magazines like to say. You don't have to be, your waist doesn't have to be a perfect size. Your hair doesn't have to be a perfect color for you to be beautiful. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes.
Amen.
And beauty really comes from within.
Absolutely.
And as a friend, Marianne, I think what you can do to help your friends and show them you care is to really uplift them and to pinpoint all the things that you love about them, that when you think of them, those are the things that really shine and come to mind. Yeah,
I love that. I think like maybe I want to start doing that. When my friends throw something negative at me about themselves, so like if I had a friend that was like, oh, my face is ugly, or oh, I'm too fat, or whatever, I think to turn around and say, my favorite thing about you is your eyes. Or my favorite thing about you is the way that you talk about how much you love what you do, you know? And I think as soon as you start pointing out those positive things about them, like you were saying, it helps switch the brain to be like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I like that. Okay. And then maybe like turn the question on you, like, what's your favorite thing about yourself? You know? And then that gets them thinking about what they like about themselves. That's a good idea. And it takes them off the negative. Like we don't want these negative thoughts, and it's hard. Like we all have them, we all struggle with them.
Everyone
but does. When we can take tools to stop those negative thoughts or not allow them or make them less frequent, then it's a great thing. So yeah, I love taking your thing. If your friend is struggling, say, you know what, I love your eyes. That's my favorite thing about you. What's your favorite thing about you? Catherine says, I think it's important to remember that the things we see as flaws, others may not see them as flaws, and others appreciate them. Absolutely, yes. And I have to remind myself this all the time because I feel like I have a ton of flaws. Definitely when it comes to guys that I like, I'm like, I start picking out all my flaws.
And then,
that's
why I'm a vampire. I don't like freckles.
Yeah, and so I think telling yourself, like, he probably thinks my freckles are cute. He probably thinks my gap is adorable. Like, you're so right, Catherine. Like, the flaws that we think are flaws, others see as, like, what makes us us, you know, or what makes us beautiful.
Because they become endearing.
Yep.
They're endearing features.
Yeah. Absolutely. I completely agree. So, okay, so we have like 2 more minutes. Any last things you'd like to say?
I really like these. You should do them all the time.
Yay! Thank you for watching, guys. So I want to leave you on a positive note. Since we're talking a little bit about back to school confidence, I want you on Monday, well, Monday's Labor Day. On Tuesday, I want you to do something that you love. So listen to your favorite song, wear your favorite outfit, and love yourself, because it changes your outlook on everything. Like once you start loving yourself a little bit more, you start to love others a little bit more. You start to love the things that you do a little bit more. It's like a domino effect. I just love it. So, and life seems a little bit brighter. So that's what I want to leave you with. Have a great week, and I will see you next Friday with another live chat. Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't know how to end this. Oh,
It's so
stop.
funny.